Alright, we got here a HP laptop. Just came in from one of our technicians. Apparently it does not turn on or charge, or no charging indicator comes on. Apparently it used to when they picked up the laptop, but now it doesn't for some reason. I'll give it another try. Oh, it does. Okay, so what they said was also is if you leave it unattended for some time, it will come back on, but sometimes it won't come back on, this charging indicator. So there is an intermittent problem with this. We don't know what it is. And they said when they got it to turn on, it did just shut down immediately. Oh, this is the crappy model with the hinges issues. Let's see what we can do. So the charging light went away. There's no charging light now, and it's off. So that's the issue we have to fix. This is an intermittent problem. It's a tough one to solve, I think. So let's see if we can get onto it. So basically this has a weird problem. Sometimes it charges, sometimes it won't. It turns on and then shuts down. I suspect there is an internal fault on the board somewhere. See if we can identify and fix the issue. Now this model being one of the crappy ones with the hinge issues, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to actually leave the hinge open and work on it like this. This is the HP 15-BA model. Apparently the client has, now this is a story from the technician, client has actually gone ahead and ordered a new battery for it, and they've also got a new charger for it. Charger didn't fix anything. Obviously, it's not a charger issue. Anyway, people still try to blow money without a proper opinion. Let's have a look. Harry! Hello! Be careful your finger! Okay. So I've got only 1 hour to be able to fix this. Let's see if we can do it. Unlike that deal, took me 2.5 hours. Crazy. It's interesting, it's getting stuck for some reason. I don't know which one this one is, where the top panel comes off or not, or the bottom panel comes off. Can't remember. Let's see. Okay, so the bottom panel comes off. Okay. Any obvious damages? Yeah, I've seen this model before, but I don't know the issue on this one. So it does turn on sometimes. It does charge the batteries sometimes. Sometimes it's not good enough. It has to do it consistently all the time. If I remember, that's the front power light connector, which is annoying. That one there, that's the power button connector. Okay, so charging port comes here. What's the issue? Anything obvious? Please be something obvious. Any liquid spill? Nope, looks pretty good. Hinge looks okay for now. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is similar to that BS model. Horrible design. You have to be real careful with this hinge. Okay. Let's see if the issue is obvious. So it does power on, so I'm not going to find any issues with the ohms mode in the coil, so probably nothing there. Probably it's going to be a partial fault somewhere. It's going to be hell to find. This could be a power related issue, like a MOSFET or a component getting hot after a certain time. So that side is okay. Let's have a look around here. Yeah, like I suspected, there's nothing wrong with the coils, as in resistance to ground, all around. And I suspect when it's turning on, something is getting hot and it's turning off. We've got to find what that is. So I reckon we have a look under the microscope, just in some general area, see if there's any obvious maybe burn or a mark or deterioration of some sort. That's our best chance it's going to be. Okay. So this is the battery area. Okay, let's have a look. So 4R7. Could it be like with the resistors maybe? So let's check these resistors. That says 809. Yeah, I'm gonna also check resistors around the power. I don't know if that color marking is normal. Yeah, I think this is normal too. Weird, they have a weird color. I don't know if that's normal for this manufacturing. Okay, let's go around to... Where's the power coming in? Power coming into here, here, into there. So this area I was looking at is related to power. I don't see anything yet. So during the startup, something's getting hot, I reckon. And with the thermal cam, you have to be real careful to judge. Just because something's getting hot doesn't mean it's bad. Like from yesterday, that MOSFET was getting hot, P channel, was because of a gate problem, not really because the MOSFET was faulty. You can replace that MOSFET as much as you like, it's not really gonna help. So I reckon something to do with power on this one. What could it be? Where could it be? Could it be a MOSFET switching, and then not able to switch anymore? You know, giving up. So this is going to be tricky. So I think what we do is we power it up, bring the fan, and turn it on, and see if we can find what's getting hot and shutting down. So this is a really tough one. Okay, so let's remove the fan. Like, look at this wiring, it's just horrible. Like, so much wiring just around one fan. That's the DC jack. And the LVDS, and then you got the antenna wires. Okay. So we're gonna need the fan, and we want the power button as well, and the DC jack. Okay, let's leave this guy on the side safely. Hinges are a big issue for this guy. Alright. Okay. Sweet. We don't need to jump any wires. So what we're going to do on the thermal cam, do a few testing, through trial and errors, see if we can pinpoint, somehow locate where the short is, or where it's getting hot. That's what we're looking for, heat. Heat is our enemy. Sorry. Camera. Okay. Now we don't have a charging indicator at the moment, so I've just plugged in the DC cable. Try that again. So we don't get any charging light. So this is the issue. It's intermittent. Something is not okay. Press the power. I don't think we can press power until we get a green light, white light, or orange light, or some sort of light. So we're not getting a AC OK or system OK, you know, that one of those sequences it goes through. Something's not right. Is the CPU on at the moment? It's a hot day here, so this temperature is all normal. So we're not getting any. We're not getting anything. Okay. I think we'll need the schematics for this board to be able to resolve this issue. Okay, so maybe we need to reset the BIOS. Yeah, let's take the battery out. So we've taken the battery out. Just touch the positive and negative. Short. Okay. Gonna plug in the power again. No light. Should normally get a white light when there is no battery connected. Interesting. So literally nothing. Let's check the other side where the power management sort of happens. So this part here, and let's reset the temperatures. Try it again. Power in. Nothing. Okay. We're not really getting any useful information. So thermal camera is not going to help at the moment. We need to think of another way. Now, some things we can try. Check are the voltages. See if our primary voltages are there. See what's going on. Okay. Let's bring in the power. Let's see what we can find. Okay. So we should have 19 or something like that around here. Huh? Have I got the right probes? That's 20. What happened there? Okay. Is that both supposed to be 20 on either side? So maybe that is not a capacitor, something else? Okay, here. 0.9 volts. So what the hell? 0.9. Could that be the part that goes to the battery? Could be. I don't know. The battery is there. Basically, I'm just checking around there. If I can show you. Yeah. So here we're getting 0. Nothing. $20 volts. Okay. That's the source. Ah, okay. Source. So that links to here. So what's the gate? Gate is 0.9. Okay, so battery is 1 volt. That's ground. Okay. There may be maybe a partial short. I don't know. So why don't we cut the power? Just check one more thing. We should be 19 here or 20. Okay, 19, 20. Okay. Because I'm inputting 19 volts, right? Let me double check this power adapter. It's original HP. It is 19.5. Okay. Let's check resistance to ground on Smart. See if there is like a partial short or something. 6.3 mega ohms. There, that's good. That will be the same. Okay. Plug the power again. Okay. Not really sure what I'm really looking for yet. Okay. This is the power button ribbon cable. See if we got 3.3 volts there. Zero. 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 So basically 3.3 is not being generated. Okay. Could be one of the power management chips. Okay. Let's have another look on the microscope. Follow the power. Now we need to know which one is generating the 3.3 volts. Let's have a look, have a look here. So we're going to plug in the power again and check the voltages around here. So sometimes it generates the power, sometimes it does not. Why is that? Okay, let's check. So here we got a power 0.9, 0.9, gate is 0.9, source is 0.9. So that's 20 volts here. Okay, let's have a look. 20 volts. That's ground. Ground. Okay. So gate is not sufficient. Why is the gate? It's always the gate. So this is connected to where? Here. That's ground here, and then it comes into here. Comes into here. Hmm, 19 volts comes in here, here. Okay, could the problem be around here? Volts producing 0.9. See, if this guy is getting its 19 volts, that means this part is fine. So from out here we should get, you know, our other voltages. So that's 6 volts, 5 volts, 1.07, 1.07, 0, 2.6. You know what I'm thinking? I suspect, if I remember, these two are one of them is 5 volts, one of them is 3.3 volts. If I remember working on a similar model before. So here I get 0 volts. And here I get 0 volts. Okay. Okay, I think somewhere is a problem. Let's check. Resistance to ground again. Let's see which one is higher. That's 8 point, 5 point. It's going down. Okay, what's the next one like? $4.9. How about this one? This is weird. And I reckon this is where the fault is. This behavior is not normal. And I suspect this is a either 5 or 3.3 volts. Let's assume it is I would say 3.3 because we're not even getting that in the power light. I mean the power button. Okay, let's I'm gonna say inject power, but let's lift one of the sides. Let's double check. So I'm just gonna lift one of the coils using the heat gun. Nothing to see there. Yeah. $400 is bloody hot. So what I've done is just lifted one of the legs so it's not touching. Yep, okay. So let's come in with the arms again. Double check both sides. So this side, it's a bit more stable. Let me say the ground. Let's check the other side. Not really sure what's going on there. I'm gonna actually remove this coil to make it easier to work. Now, I could be removing the wrong coil, yeah? We don't know. We can always put it back. So basically I've just removed the coil. This is one of the main power rails. It's either 3.3 or 5 volts, I'm not sure. Okay, so here, starting at about 10 mega ohms. Okay, and then here We're in the kilo ohms range. Right. It's extremely hot. Well, while it's hot, why don't we put a wire to this side and where we can inject a bit of power. Okay, we've got about another half an hour to go. Okay. So basically I've run a wire here to one leg of the coil and I want to inject power. Let's see what's going on. And I'm going to inject power by attaching, although this is a black probe, it's going to go to the positive. And we're only going to inject a very small amount of power of just 1 volt. So let's get this right. Okay, 0.9 is fine. Okay, 0.9. That's going to be the positive. Now we need a ground. Ground. Okay. And double check, I've got power, 0.9 going in the system. Voltage. See, my power supply says 0.9, but it's actually 1.18, which is not really good. So there's a bit of a disparity. But no power being taken, yeah? 1 volt. Let's go. 1.5 volts. It's not taking any amp. So this tells us that rail is most likely fine. So in this position. Let's try the second coil, yeah? Just to see if we find anything weird. Okay. One more time, same process for the second coil. Okay, so I put the other coil back. Now we're going to run power into this coil. Same process. .5 volts. As we can see, no difference. So that was a bad guess. Let's have a look around the pin section, the gate section of that MOSFET. I'll just undo this part. Okay, I'll put the coil back. Just double check. Okay. So, gate is not getting enough voltage, not letting the power through. So we're not getting the remaining all the other voltages. So something's not right here. That capacitor there. One side 19 volts or 20 volts, the other side 0.9. So I'll bring you that screen. So when there's power in the system, now there is power in the system. We're in voltage mode. So as you can see, 0.9, 0.87, and 19. Let's communicate with that chip. It all relates to this guy here, which connects to here, I think. Nope. Okay, there, comes down here, here. What chip is this? BQ25A. That is an important chip. Could that be at fault? It's producing the other voltages, so as we can see here, 6 volts, nothing there, nothing there, 2.1, 2 volts, RT366, no idea what this one is. You know, this problem could be as simple as a resistor. Something is not working like it should. My mind keeps coming back to this guy. Let's check on the other side again. This is a HP charger. So that's the pins there. So here we got should be 19.5, 20 watts, okay. Ground, the white one, 0, yellow, 0, brown, 0.76. So why are they replacing the charger, the battery, the owner that is? Did they experience something wrong with the battery? Curious, what will happen if I connect the charger with the battery? I've just hooked up the battery. Let's see what voltage we read. 1.06, 0. Disconnect the charger. 0.9. I'm going to try to read the battery voltage. I'm just going to inject the probes into the battery. Right, I think this battery is dead. So battery BMS has kicked in. So something's killed this battery. So problem is somewhere here. Something's damaged the battery. Let's check the ohms on the battery connector. Make sure no charger plugged in. Okay, 0.9 ohms, okay. There is a resistor there. Try that again. That should be fine. It's a PL, PR, PQ, that's power, PQ6 power. So these two are MOSFETs. It wouldn't hurt. I'm gonna actually remove these two MOSFETs, yeah? So let's do one at a time. So let's do the one PJ8, P faces towards coil. And the other one number is faced towards the bottom. Let's do PQ6 first. Let's see what happens. So basically I've removed two MOSFETs like an idiot. Hopefully we find something new. Let's plug in the power just to see what happens. Nothing there. Okay. 19 volts comes here. That's ground, and this guy, so that's the resistor which goes back and talks to the brown pin. Okay, so that determines whether the charger is original or not. Sorry, this is something you may want to know. So if it's clear, so basically positive 19 volts comes into here, that's ground, and this guy here comes into here, which is a resistor, and this goes to brown pin, which may go to the middle pin. Yeah, and if we check the resistance of that, $10 kilo ohms resistor. Okay. So I don't think I'll be able to do this in time, only got 5 minutes. This board is very dirty, that's for sure. Alright, we'll need schematics for this. LA-D71. LA-711P. LA-D711P. Alright, it's a new day, and what I'm going to do is, I had a little bit of research online, and many people solve similar issues with a BIOS file update. So I'm going to put the two MOSFETs back that I took around the battery connector over here. I'm going to put those two MOSFETs back. Yeah, and then I'm going to flash the BIOS with Raspberry Pi and see if there is any difference. Otherwise, I may have to find another solution for this problem. So let's go ahead and find the fix. Okay, let's go to the camera. Is that it? Next one. Okay, that chip was harder to put in because it has no legs sticking out. Okay, let's do the BIOS programming. We'll take a backup of the current BIOS. And where is the BIOS? I suspect it's that one. Let me check here anywhere else. Okay. It's that one there. Yeah, we should be fine. I need to apply a bit of force. Keyboard, mouse. Naughty little ones have stolen all the batteries. Okay. Okay, and we'll connect the HDMI now. And now we need power. Okay, so this is LA-711P all.in. Okay, so I'm going to give it a go. Oh, it reset. Something happened. Try again. It detected the chip. Good. All right, that's good. Now we can write. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see how it will go now. The easiest way to test is to plug in the power and just see what happens to the power light on the charger. No change at all, indicating my problem is something bigger. So BIOS flashing is not the solution. So in that case, let's put the chip back on, the original BIOS. Okay, I need to hold it properly. Do it again. Okay, let's try that again. Far out. Can't get a good grip. Finally, okay. So, plug in the charger again. Still nothing. Okay. That's fine. So our problem is somewhere deeper. And I don't know what it is yet. So what could be causing this? I thought about it, and I thought maybe something to do with, let's remove the fan. We don't really need the fan. We're only looking for a charging light. Come on. Okay. I thought maybe if I, what if I reset or short the gate and the source of the MOSFET. So that's the gate and the source. And try again. Let's try gate and the drain. And then source and the drain. Try again. Okay, let's try this MOSFET here. Gate and source. No. And gate and drain. Drain and source. And gate and source. Nothing. Try the same thing here. I suspect it's like a lazy MOSFET, a failed MOSFET. Could be wrong. Nothing. Without the RAM. Nothing. We need a solution, and we need it fast. Now, I've got here a laptop, which is a HP DB, and I don't know the history of this. It's been sitting with me for some time, so see if this motherboard is similar. There is no motherboard. Okay. This looks like it uses similar hinges to the BS family. Okay. This has liquid spill everywhere. Okay. Here's a no-no. Another option is the laptop which I fixed the hinges. This is the 15-BS. Customer for this will pick it up sometime soon. Before I open this one, let me check the video on this. See what motherboard this one looked like. It is different. Okay, so flashing, BIOS, no luck. We don't have a dynamo on the board. We don't have schematics either. We're a little bit stuck. We're in a limbo. What could be the cause? I have isolated, as you know, the 5 volt and 3 volts rail, which I suspect are these. I remember that from another laptop. So that means these ports are not the issue. E&E chip. Maybe we follow the, if you can find where that head, sorry, the gate pin connects to, and if you can find where it goes to, maybe then we can sort of figure it out. So that's the gate there. So we got no power in the system. let's see if we can figure out where this gate goes, what gives the gate the power, because you know the problem is with the gate, it's not, it should be reaching say 19 volts and it will allow 19 volts to go through, and that's not going through. Because of that, simply there is no power in the system. So that's our gate there. Okay, so that connects to so this is a capacitor, resistor of some sort. So that connects there, there, from there to here. So we need to find where this guy goes. Does this guy go here? Okay, so the gate of that goes to the gate of this. Okay. And the gate of this goes to where? You know what I'm thinking? What if I inject power to that gate? So this whole area is gate. What will happen if I inject power there? End of the world? I don't know. Only one way to find out is through action. Okay, so basically I have 1.5 volts there. So I'm injecting 1.5 volts right here, right now. Let's increase the voltage. So we don't have 19 volts, okay. So we don't have LED light status. Okay, let's go from beginning one more time. This time we inject power to this side of the MOSFET. Nothing. Let's come in with the power supply and check voltages. I want to see where there's a power, and I want to go and inject power there. So we can see there is a 19 volts here. Yeah, 19 volts there, okay. There, 19 volts, okay. Now the gate had 0.9 yesterday, if I remember. Yeah. That's 19. That's 19. They're all 19. Okay. Okay, so let's see what happens to the system when we put 19 volts into the system. Just want to see the reading information. Any amp being taken? No charging light indicator. No amp being taken. Press the power button. Nothing happens. Okay. What can it be wrong? What if we disconnect the charger? The charging cable. Let's say the charging DC jack cable is faulty. Okay, 19 volts, nothing. So charging port is fine. Let's inject power at the charging port directly. I mean over here. That's the 19 volt rail. Yeah. And I'll connect the charging cable. See if I get a charging light. No charging light and nothing on the indicator. Okay. We're in a bit of a pickle. Let's follow the power. Okay, I'll plug in the charging cable. 19 volts comes in to here. That's ground. Comes into here. 1.36. 1.36. That comes to the brown pin. This is, I think, to measure if it's a genuine HP charger or not. Okay, I really don't know. That HP Envy that we fixed from eBay just sold for 300. That's fine. Now the other thing I want to do, which is a bit risky, which I shouldn't really do, run a wire for the MOSFET from the gate to source, ignoring the gate. Maybe a bad idea. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll give it a go. I remove this MOSFET. And run a wire across. Ignoring the gate. Which is a bad idea. Could this MOSFET be our problem? 7506. Why don't we remove this MOSFET, do a test on it, 7506, and do a proper test on it. I don't know. Okay, so how do we do a test? So we can see the gate and the source, which is these guys here. I need to keep it in place somehow. So at the moment it is open, right? Close it, put it, see that's open? I'm gonna do short touch gate and source. Okay, so we do it in diode mode. We're in diode mode. Let's apply power to the gate. Gate to drain. And then put the positive on the... So the gate, it's still open, okay. And if you apply power to the source, okay. So this MOSFET is not listening to anything. Okay, I'm going to apply power to the source. And check. Could this be our problem? 7506. Could this be the MOSFET that's playing up? (7506) MOSFET is an N-channel. N-channel MOSFET. Do we have anything like this? We got 7934. So latest trench power, alpha MOS, LV technology, VDS is 30 volts, IP 12A, RDS on, larger than 9.8 milliohms. Okay. Now what do we have here? The MOSFET that we have. Dual symmetric. Okay, we got a AON 7934. See if that's compatible. Should be okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's give that a go. AON7934. We're going to replace it with that. And that's in location 5. Really? Only got one left? Ah, it's a different type of pin configuration. So, yeah. Okay, this one won't do. Okay, so we're looking for 7506. N-channel MOSFET. It's Dell motherboard. Oh, here we go, 7506. Spot on. Wow. Something wants us to fix this. Okay. Can't go wrong, mate. I just picked up a board, Dell board, and the exact chip I want is right there. And before we put it on, why don't we do the same test on this MOSFET? Okay, see it's not open, you see? Yeah. So how do we do a test on this one? So if you apply power to the gate, so I need to hold this chip in place. Okay, so that top left corner is the gate. Let me double check. No, yeah, that's right. So top left corner is the gate. So I'm going to apply power to the gate. Shit. Okay, there we go. Red on gate. Okay. It's currently closed. So if I reset them, how do I reset? Okay, there we go. see if it's open. It's closed. Okay. I'm gonna put the black on the drain, red on the gate. So it's closed, okay. Okay, let's put this guy in the board. I think P channel needs a negative voltage for it to open. This needs positive voltage to open. Okay, where did we put you? Right, so we need to put this guy here. Just like that. So I'll just put a little bit of solder, clean that area. Okay. So basically replace a MOSFET, which I didn't see any, shorting behavior. Sorry, thermal cam detecting anything. The gate to source, drain to source was open. In this one, it's closed. Okay, let's figure it out. Let's see what's going on. Let's plug in the power, see if we get a charging light. Ready? Wow. See, that's a tough one because you rely too much on visual, like thermal cam, and you get used to it and you forget to check these things. So you may have found the problem. So let's see. Yeah, I feel pretty confident. Unless I made a mess of that, the charging battery area. There's 2 chips there I removed. It was next to a coil. Yeah, hopefully I did them correctly. Otherwise, it's going to be a big mess there. Let's see. The dreaded, what do you call it? The hinge issues on this. Nervous, very nervous. I don't want to make a mess. Ah, yeah, that also needs to go there. Alright, just for testing, see how it goes. If it does boot, and I'll leave the video here, that this is actually fixed. And I'll put it back together nicely later on, subject to, you know, client going ahead with the repair. So like example, this one, I need to actually find the fault and fix it in order to be able to quote. And if they don't want to go ahead, you know, then I actually undo what I did or do something else. So it's in the same way, it will go back the same way it arrived, not working. That's just the way it is. Simply because if they're not willing to give you any, you know, money for your time and whatnot to test it out, same thing with giving it back in a faulty condition. It's equal either way. And power, fan spinning. 1 second, 1 second. There we go. We got power. It's all working. All right, so okay, now I want to see what happens when I connect the battery. Now that battery is actually dead. They've ordered a new battery, and I don't know what's going to happen when I put this in. So this hinge is a bullshit issue, you know. It's a joke.
Give you 3 more?
You just leave them there.
The Lego people not picking up?
No. That's why you need to check, maybe you need to do something. Okay, we got orange light. As you can see there, orange light. There we go. So it's good I didn't run a wire. The gate was not receiving the high voltage because gate to source was shorted on the other, was open on the other MOSFET. Okay, whatever that means. That's about it for this video. See you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to support this channel.